Hello, welcome to Teresa's Crafts and More. My name is Teresa, and today we're going to be decorating some Mod Podge and cloth spring containers. So I've got some cloth here, and I've got different ones. I'm going to use on the wood box cloth and this paint here. This is a peachy pink. Let's see, it's matte, it's acrylic, and apple barrel. And then I have some Mod Podge, which is a gloss one. And I've had that for a while. And I've got a sponge paintbrush, which I'm going to use. I might change it into a different paintbrush. And a pair of scissors. I got a little container. This was those rolls you get, like the orange rolls and the cinnamon rolls. This was the icing. And I always wash these out and save them for things like this. And I think that's about all my material. Oh, and I do have an open cereal box off to the side here that I'm going to be using as a cloth to not get it on my table. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this side and this side of the box, and that's because it seems like it's going to be just a little bit difficult to be getting material onto here, so I'm going to go ahead and just paint it. I'm going to use this one for the box, and then I'll use this paint for the sides. So I have a pencil, kind of a pinkish red pencil that I'm going to use to trace my box. And I don't want to use a ink pen or anything, felt pen, anything that's going to go through, because it'll soak through the material. And I have let my my paint dry. So you can see, hopefully, this. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the square here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to line up the box along with the edge of the square here on both sides, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line downward from that. Line it up here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move the box again and do that and trace all the way to the edge. And I'm going to do that on the other side. And then I'm going to cut it. So I am going to go ahead and fold it over, keeping it where I want it. I don't want to move off the edge. I have my Mod Podge in the little container and the sponge brush. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over this spot with it, kind of under it right there. On the edge. And I want it to go in nice and smooth, and I don't want to move my material from where it was. So I'm going to start smoothing it out and sticking it to the Mod Podge. Kind of takes out the crease too, see? So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on the other half of the bottom. Pull it back up. I see right there, it's where it was sticking. All right, there's that part. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over, and I'm going to do this side. And when I get up to the material here, I will put some Mod Podge on top of the material and overlap it a little bit, stick the material back on top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. Okay, so I went ahead, and because it was the plain wood on the inside of the handle on both sides, I went ahead and I painted it because I didn't think it looked good that way, just being the plain wood. The material was already in there, so if you were going to do this, I would definitely paint the inside of the handles before you put the material on, because then you can come closer to the edges of the box. I did kind of go onto the material just a little bit. I think that side kind of came out a little bit better. But you know, it was folded over a little bit in here, so I couldn't just do a straight line up and down on it. But anyway, I think it looks better painted on the inside. So there you have the box. Also want to use one whole edge with the butterflies, because if I do strips, I feel like I'm going to have a bunch of different colored butterflies, half one wing and half another, lined up on my jar, and that won't look neat. I want the whole effect of the butterfly look on it. Okay, so I've got it all sealed over. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm doing the twine up on the top rim. So since there's no Mod Podge here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it upside down. And I think I can just go ahead and work on the bottom end. And I want it to all close in. So I think I'm going to do this in little sections here. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. All right, now I'm going to let that dry. And then when that is dry, I am going to get the twine and I'm going to go around the top and hot glue it to the top. Fold it back like this. Put some down in here. Do another section like this. Okay, so I've got the bottom all sealed. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I've got Mod Podge on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and start putting it down the sides. And there is one seam in here where I sealed it together. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start right there. So I kind of mark where I start. All right, and since I can lay it on the edge here, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to dry. Okay, so I got the twine on. I just, every so often I kept putting glue on it and hot gluing the twine down and just kept wrapping and wrapping it. And after I got to the top, I went kind of back down around it a little bit more to fill in any empty spaces. Okay, I think I'm going to go over it one more time with the lace, make it a little thicker. Thank you for watching today's video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!